Today what we're going to do is we're going to show you how we cook some beef ribs on a drum smoker. So what we got here is some beef ribs, and they've actually been kind of cut in half as far as lengthways, so they're a little bit easier to work with. But now a lot of times what you'll see, if you can't find these, sometimes you'll see in grocery stores, you'll see short ribs. And what short ribs are the same thing, except they cut them in cross sections. So like if you ever kind of see this, they kind of cut this way. And if you have some short ribs, you can basically use the same recipe and cook them the same way. So what we're gonna do, we've got them out of the package, they've got the membrane off. If they do have the membrane, it's a little bit different than on pork ribs, where sometimes you can score those, or leave it on. If it's scored, it'll kind of cook down. On beef ribs, you got to make sure and take that off because it's a little bit harder to chew through. So we've kind of got them that way. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to season these up real quick. And what we've got here is our double barrel, so all-purpose rub. It's got just a little bit, some salt, some pepper, some garlic, onion, just kind of some basic spices you would think, like when you do for grilling or smoking. So we're going to do kind of a lighter coat with that. Now that you've got a kind of a light coat there, we're going to come back. This is our double barrel, it's our beef rub, and it's got more of some of your chili powders, your paprika. It's a very savory profile, so it's going to kind of highlight the beef here. And we use this on our brisket. We use it on steaks, burgers, and we do a little bit heavier coat. Now on the back side, you don't have to go as heavy. Once we've got both coats of rub, then what we're going to do is we're going to transfer them to our pan. We've already got set here. And then we're gonna let them set for about 10-15 minutes till they kind of let the rub soak in, and then we're gonna put them on the smoker. Okay, so we got our Gateway drum smoker all ready to go. We got it running about 300 degrees. We got a nice bed of lump charcoal down, and then we got a couple of chunks of cherry wood and one chunk of apple wood. You can run whatever chunks of wood you want, whatever type of wood. That's just the combination we tend to like. So, like I said, we're gonna cook these hot and fast. So I'm going to take this lid off and we're going to put our ribs on. All right, so now we're going to take we're just going to lay them in right here like this, kind of closer to the center. We kind of got our coal bed right in the center. So we're going to lay them right there in the middle. We're going to cover them up. We're going to let them go, like I said, about 300 degrees for about 2 hours. And then we're going to come back and we're going to wrap them up and get them tender. What we're looking for more is kind of the color. See how the bark's kind of nice and set and it's drawing back on the bone. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and we're going to take our meat hook here and we're going to place them in a pan. They overlap a little bit, it's all right. We'll set that down here. What we got here is our mop, and it is 1 cup of beef broth. It's 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire and 1 tablespoon of Allegro's hickory smoked marinade. And this is just simply to kind of intensify the beef flavor. So we're just going to kind of pour it around the edge, a little over the top. All right, now that we've got our liquid in there, what we're going to do is we just kind of want to trap it. So you can just put aluminum foil on it. What we got is these lids, and just kind of seal them up best you can. Put our lid back on there. We kind of want that liquid to kind of braise the meat and get it nice and good and tender. And we'll take a probe, and we're not really cooking to a temperature as much as we're cooking to when that probe goes in that meat and it kind of goes in with no resistance. Okay, so our beef ribs have been on in the braise for about 40-45 minutes, and we checked them. And what we want to do is, you don't necessarily cook to temp, but we're wanting the probe to go in and kind of the thicker piece of the meat and go in with little resistance. And that's a thinner part, but that's okay. See how it goes in nice and easy? So what we're going to do now is we're going to take them out of the pan. We're going to sauce them, let the sauce set for about 5 minutes, and then they'll be ready to cut and eat. Okay, so right now what we're going to do, we've got them out of the pan, and we don't really want to cook them anymore. All we're going to do is apply some sauce and let the sauce get nice and set. So right here, all we've got, this is just our original sauce, but you can use any barbecue sauce you want. And we just want a little bit Just kind of brush it on there, not too thick. And we're gonna put this lid back on for about 5 minutes, and it should be nice and sticky and ready to go. Okay, so what we're done, we've got our finished product now. The sauce is nice and set. Now we're gonna cut them up and give them a try. So first thing we're gonna do is go right through here. And they should cut, and look at the moisture on that. Nice smoke ring. That looks pretty good. I'm gonna go here. Okay, so we're gonna try and pick this one up. The bone just fell out, so that's how you know it's nice and tender. So we got a little bite here. We're just gonna give it a taste. That's good stuff. That's really good. Good beef flavor, just a hint of smoke. Nothing overpowers anything, everything goes well together. Okay, well, I hope you really enjoyed this video. Thank you for taking the time to watch it, and I hope it was informative. So if you would, just subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our new videos. And we hope to see you next time. Thank you.